Wait, I've got a blog? This is only a test. Some really exciting things happened already. I got the New York Times. Yes, I actually play in reality. That's kind of scary. And in the travel section, there was this big cover article about gamification. It's actually really exciting. We're actually talking about an augmented reality app, which if you don't know what augmented reality is, it's basically where you use a digital device, usually a mobile device, in order to explore the world around you. Now there's some, let me just give an example of that and I'll explain some of the benefits and the negatives as far as education. I went to the zoo and I had this augmented reality app that let me find out more about the animals that I was seeing and everything else like that. It would be a really exciting thing, right? Because I can go up to the cage, hold up my phone. I don't have my phone with me. Hi, looking at the animal. And then my augmented reality app might pop up some other information like, this is a Bengal tiger from the da-da-da-da-da province of actually really fascinating and interesting, because if you're talking about creating a constructivist, multimodal, immersive learning environment for students, that just screams of this sort of experience. Add another layer to that where maybe they can add in information about what is going on or make comments and things like that. It just builds and builds and builds. There have been times where I've been working with kids or working with adults, and because of their tendency to be monotaskers, so you just drink water, you can only do that one thing at a time. So because of that tendency, the kids would be playing with the app and looking up information or sharing their reflections or something else like that, or even just playing a little mini game within the app, and then they would miss something really cool that was happening in the real world environment. So in the case of like at the zoo, they might be going, oh, this is a Bengal tiger, I'm gonna find out where it's from. Oh, look, that's a map of China. Wow, China's really big. And meanwhile, awesome, cool Bengal tiger is actually like wicked close to them, and they don't know and they're not looking because they're absorbed by the tool. So that's one of that. So there's a lot of affordances, things that are going to be really useful and exciting about it, and then there's a few drawbacks. And so I was just thinking about that, you know. I don't actually own this app, so I downloaded it, and there's actually a tour in Portland, Oregon, which was very, very exciting. So I downloaded it and I checked it out and I tried it out. It was fun. It was okay. I do think that the ARIS suite of apps just affords a few different things, and it's free. This wasn't free. This cost like I think it was $5.99 for the cheapest tour of Portland. It does have some of the same drawbacks though, is that you become immersed in the game and you might lose track of something really exciting going on. So right now here in Portland we're having the Rose Festival, and if you became too immersed in the game you might miss the fact that people are holding up signs saying, come to this event at the Rose Festival or check out this. So there are positives and negatives. And so it's just definitely one of those things that you have to be creative, figuring out how you're going to build your augmented reality experience or your game for your students so that they don't become immersed in one reality over the other reality. You got to make it a multimodal reality where both experiences can be shared simultaneously. And it becomes more of a layer rather than a switch. Layer cake, you eat both layers. It's not, this is why ogres are like onions, isn't it? They're layers, but you bite into them all at once. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that analogy. Actually, I eat a slice of onions. That's not a good one. Downside, I was all excited about the street route, so I was going to be checking it out and like maybe see if I could bring it into ISTE and share it with some of the people in ISTE. But turns out they don't yet have a tour for San Antonio, nor for Atlantic City, the one that's in Georgia. That's where we're going next year, so they don't have anything for that. They do have one for Philadelphia, but by then that's 2 years. In technology terms, that's centuries. So in 2 centuries, basically, we're going to have a whole new landscape as far as these tools go. So who knows if this is going to be useful or not to play with. But I am going to play with it here. I am going to see what affordances it has over some of the things I've been doing with ARIS and other augmented reality game tools. So we'll see. Wait, I've got a blog? This is only a test.